Welcome to Performacast Episode 34. I like to talk about anxiety and how the ball paves a way to manage that anxiety a lot better. I had a client she doesn't like using the word suffering, but she has high anxiety. And I've been training her for about a couple of months, and she told me that, asked her, it's amazing seeing her physical benefits, but how is it, with your mental benefits? How is it helping your anxiety? So it's very interesting what she told me. And she told me that what happens is for anxious people, you're constantly looking for your dopamine hits. So whatever it is, a lot of it's addiction, unhealthy addiction, just to get your dopamine hits, whether it's social media, whether it's just constant binging, whether it's worse with drugs, with alcohol. It's constantly looking for that dopamine hit. Now, what the ball does, is what you said, is that because there's a learning curve and then there's reward when you get it, there's a direct dopamine hit in your brain. As soon as you get it, there's a dopamine hit. The thing is with the ball, because you're always progressing, and she's progressed amazingly, because she's progressing each time, there's a challenge, there's a learning curve, there's a challenge, and then mastering it, and then it's like, wow, a whole rush of dopamine hits your brain. And you're still addicted, but in a more healthy way. And it's a lot, and it calms your mind when you're focusing on that challenge, that learning challenge reward system. You are quieting your mind, you're focusing right on the present, similar to kids playing video games who have ADHD and are able to play for hours on end. They're different levels. Leveling up gives them a huge hit of dopamine, and that's how they're able to keep on playing and focusing on that video game. But with the ball, it's amazing how it works, like a video game. So there's levels, different levels, and as you keep leveling up, you reach the next level. Of course, you can't spend hours training on the ball because you fatigue your body. But she said having the ball around her space during the day enables her that when she's wanting that dopamine hit from whether it's binge eating food or whether it's whatever unhealthy habits, she gets on the ball, bounces, and gets that dopamine, that healthy, natural dopamine hit from the ball. Now, this is amazing. Like, I've always known to have good mental benefits from training on the ball, but this addictive behavior in terms of anxiety and, what if instead of trying to say, get someone recovering from, say, drugs, for example, instead of getting them stopping that addiction, obviously we need to try to stop that addiction, but often there's relapses. Why? Because they're lacking that next dopamine hits. They haven't found a healthy alternative. So the healthy alternative could be, yes, be addicted, but change your addiction to something a little bit more healthier. Change your addiction to get the dopamine hits from the ball, challenging yourself, focusing yourself, trying to get that next level. And a lot of them want to get healthier. A lot of them, it's not like, nah, screw this, I want to be on, drugs the rest of my life. That's why they're in recovery centers. And that's why they're in AA meetings. They want to be able to recover, but they just can't do it yet. They're unable to because of that dopamine hits. And if they can start replacing, with anxious, especially when you're anxious, the starting of addictive behavior, when you start to replace unhealthy addictions with more healthy addictions, then that's way you can manage it. Just like foods, you're replacing unhealthy foods. You're not getting rid of those. Well, you're not getting rid of food. You're just swapping out. You're using alternative ingredients so that your body can help and digest a lot better and absorb those nutrients. Same thing with the brain. You want to have healthy nutrients going into our brain. You want to have a positive feedback loop, not a negative vicious cycle where it just drags you down and gets you back into relapses. You want to get you in a positive loop. It's good to be addicted to the right things, addicted to the right things. And once you're able to just start on that process and you start progressing on that and you start seeing the benefits and what it's doing in your mind and your brain and how you're able to actually calm down tone down the unhealthy behaviors and dial up the healthy behaviors, then your whole universe starts to expand. Your confidence improves, everything, from cognitive abilities, thinking, focus, everything, which I've mentioned in a previous video with the mental benefits of the ball. It just everything starts to even improve a lot more. But it's interesting to hear it from someone who has high anxiety and tends to have unhealthy or had unhealthy addictions. It's amazing how now she's replaced those unhealthy addictions to healthy addictions. And every day she's doing something on the ball that she gets that dopamine hits. So please like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.